you know.
That's a good thing. You know, Plainfield is definitely, you know, I remember back when, a few years ago, somebody told me Plainfield was popping. I was like, Plainfield is popping. No, you know what, not even a few years ago. I'm going to say 2005. I'm like, Plainfield is popping. Well, what's going on? Because, you know, out here, it was kind of like Boys in the Hood. We didn't know.
I actually live right around the corner on Evergreen and Century. Right across from that extra. So I'm right in my area, but it's cool.
But no, but when I heard Plainfield was popping, I'm like, well, what's going on? They told me some things going out there.
So what's going on out Plainfield?
Plainfield is real right now.
I mean, it's the same thing that goes on in any other urban area. It's just a smaller unit, man.
I think it's a little worse.
Space. Huh?
I think it might be slightly a little worse.
I mean, it's worse because it's smaller.
Right.
As Jersey is anyway. You know, we're the most densely populated state. So you get a lot of people in a little place. You know how that go. Especially when they're of ethnic descent.
Some of our cousins.
The majority is minority. You know what I mean? But it's cool. It is what it is. You gotta make it do what it do and move from it. It's
and
cool,
I like
though.
that shirt. Dream big.
I mean, yeah, this was made by someone in Newark. I really don't remember who. But I mean, it does say Dash on the back. We only do one-on-ones.
Let me see it. Turn around.
We only do one-on-ones.
Like he made this shirt for you, and
Yeah. Oh my, that's dope.
Yeah, man, something like, man. Shout out to my boy City Sins on the drop off, man. Like I said, that was a one-on-one. He came out there and dropped that off out there in my city. But
definitely.
Whoever made it, man, shout out to you, man. I probably got some of the other apparel, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to support us as a people. I feel like we don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm not a Gucci, Louis, Prada kind of guy. I'd rather come to see you outside of your trunk or in your mom and pop shop and wear that because those people don't support back and that's why we don't prosper. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, to each his own.
I'm with you on that 100%.
Definitely.
That's just how I feel.
Our dollar doesn't rotate in the hood as much as it needs, circulate in the hood as much as it needs to.
Yeah, unfortunately. Definitely. But, you know, we gotta be people of change. So, around June 14th, we went on that put the project out viral. We got hard copies. You know, the videos is moving. I actually shot my first video with my partner over here to your left, John Baby. It's called Smoke and Mirrors.
Okay.
I kind of got at the, how we word that, John, kind of got at the Insta thoughts and Insta bots, as I like to call them. You know what I mean? Things, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. But, you know what I mean? That's something for the club, for those people that move around that know, you know. It goes for guys and girls. That's why I say Insta bots is for the guys, you know what I'm saying? Insta thoughts is for the girls. You know, they make it seem like it's something it ain't. You know what I mean? They all in somebody else VIP taking pictures or we out here doing it. And then, you know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, let me get a ride and come grab me and stuff like that. But not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying
there's something wrong with that.
It's just be true to who you with. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
that's all it is. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's pretty much how it goes.
Is it real like Joker's Ball being VIP taking pictures with the same bottle?
I mean,
yeah,
it's possible. I mean, if a Marion Khalid B2K, anything is possible.
You know what?
So I mean,
that was such a blatant murder. That was such a blatant assassination on B2K. You know, I was a B2K fan.
I mean, as you should. I like songs that they did.
But I feel you 100%.
I like work that they did, but nah, the Smoke and Mirrors, I took 50 Cent's Wankster beat, and I just put it in my own version. So, you know, I turned it into Smoke and Mirrors. And that's pretty much how it went. And like I said, Job Baby on the film, we shot it up, did a couple things out here, then we was at Heaven. I mean, I had a performance out there, the move out there, shot the DJ 007 on that, Trap Stars, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy,
Who printed up for you?
The print situation, like, it's about it's a triangle offense on that, so the graphics is DJ No So.
Gotcha.
The print shop, I'm gonna be honest, it's a brother I've been using. I don't really know the name of them right now.
Okay.
But I know they're based out of Hillside. They do a lot of printing. I can't think of his name, but they do a lot of people's printing. So I get the artwork, then I get the print, and then the press up. We do that Trap Star, shout to DJ 007. We'll press your copies up too, man. Holla at us for that budget. We get you a couple things out there for a nice price. And I just wanted to look professional, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get somebody a CD, sometimes just be a CD. You don't even need a cover for me. You know what it is. It's the last flight to Vegas. Pop that in.
You know what I hate to see? A crappy looking cover. But your cover looks nice.
Your presentation is everything.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's simple and basic, and you know what I mean? It proves the point. I like to stand out just a tad bit.
All right, so I haven't listened to your CD yet, but as soon as I leave here, I'm about to put it in like you said. about to make some phone calls,
Absolutely. I
and
take
about to
all- I
turn
take all
up.
constructive
But let me
criticism.
ask you something. What can I expect to hear from you that's different from everybody else?
I mean, the first thing I like to say is authentic, man. I'm authentic. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. And what may be different, what I feel like the game lacks, man. I'm very influenced by a lot of the pioneers in this game. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Fab, The Locks. I mean, it's a long list. LL is my guy. I said LL.
Okay.
Y'all learn how to market yourself. Y'all figure out he went from mama to knock you out to having his own show. Fall back, small back, do the math. His business is bigger than your look.
Ooh.
But in
Told
any
you this guy
shape,
needs a
form, or
radio
fashion,
He got-
it's just hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Time is of the essence. Like I feel like now, cats is over that goofy rap, man. It was kind of goofy for a minute. Like I kind of lost a little passion when it was just things being put out there. Like I don't really want to put it out there and
Right.
say specific, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it was missing the core. Like I grew up in the era where, you know what I'm saying, you wrote your raps. Like we watched MTV Raps. Like you waited to watch the show. Like
The box.
you know what I mean? The box, all that. Like the basement. Like you got off school, you did your homework. Like yo, let me hurry up so
Turn
my
the
dudes
channel
let me
54
watch
real
that.
quick, right?
Absolutely.
Let me order this.
Everybody
Right.
had Comcast, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, man, like that was music. Like I listened to the Locks. I mean, they take people beats and you know that influence you, and then you put your own twist on it. I mean, I grew up in the hip hop era, so I feel like that this is a hip hop CD. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of everything. It's something for the ladies, it's something for the guys, something for the people that originally want to listen to something. I got something you can put on at any party from here to California, make you want to throw your shirt off and jump in the pool. You know what I mean? Then I got that backyard music, you know what I mean, for my guys. And then, you know, I got the anthems, and then we just working, man. We got the album coming out. It's called OZ, Definition of Dash, Profit Over Deficit. That'll be out shortly. We was looking at Halloween. It was going to get ugly for him, but I might have to push it back because the promotion for this going pretty well. So, you know, you want to take advantage of all avenues. So that's pretty much what you'd expect. And then I'm from Jersey, like, I mean, why wouldn't we?
Hey.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, you said something that really stuck out to me, and I'm a big LL fan. I love LL.
Yeah.
I think he defines, I'm not going to say he defines rap because he does not, but he was very influential in the rap game. And I love, like, how can you not? Like, I hear a lot of people that hate on LL, and they're like, he don't know nothing about rap. But you said LL, so what made you really appreciate LL?
It's because, you know what I'm saying, cats feel what they can't conquer and hate what they don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying, when somebody do something, that's whack, I'm not doing that. Well, why not? Like, did you ever try? You can't really say you can't do nothing until you try it first.
Right.
Like, you want to stay in the same lane. Like, you know what I'm saying, if you keep doing the same thing, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get the same results. You know what I'm saying? If you want the same results, then you're comfortable and you're undisciplined. You know what I mean? So if that's what you want to do, I don't got nothing against it. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and do that. But I just feel like with LL, like I said, like, he was going up top on cats, you know what I'm saying? He was going hard, and then he said, hold up, I got a whole nother audience that ain't been touched. Let me go get that. And I'm pretty sure that man's bank account went with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All the cats that was talking or whatever they was talking, I don't really think they said nothing to LL.
Well, we see what happened to Cannabis when he tried to say something to LL.
You know what I mean? But then you
Where's
also see what
Cannabis?
happened to my man Fox. You remember that? Jamie Foxx. I mean, you remember when he did? I forgot the movie.
What was the name of that?
I forgot the name of the movie. I
What was the
can't
name of
think
that?
about it right now. I'm off a long day.
It wasn't a
It's
program,
football
was it,
movie. It's the football movie.
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday.
He took it too far.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you can still be you. You know what I'm saying? Not to say something like that should happen. I mean, we should never be doing that as a business,
Right.
in a nutshell. But I mean, like I said, he just took it from somewhere else and went somewhere else. And like you said, like I said, you get to be scared of it. But at the end of the day, if that could increase your revenue and brought you to look, he had a
Right.
TV show after that. He still got a Gold Award. Like, why wouldn't he get a Gold Award? You know what I'm saying? He was out. when it
LL
was
put out
coming
a lot of platinum albums. I have a lot of respect for LL. I have a lot of respect for Will Smith.
Yeah,
I have a lot of
those
respect for a
guys
lot of
turned
people.
your tide because you don't, like I said, you don't want to do the same thing. You're trying to expand. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You got Ice Cube, you got Snoop. Them cats got shows
Love me
like
some
this
Ice
right
Cube.
now. Like y'all, they rap went hard as you know what. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
You
even gonna
kind of
get
look like
that.
LL to me.
Yeah, we
So-
go. You got it.
You could be
got
his
it.
son. You could
got
be his
it.
son.
I take it as a compliment.
So the thing is this. So why do you think that you can have a artist like Snoop and Ice Cube who can actually cross over and still people don't look at them any different, but you got the Will Smiths and the LLs that doesn't cross over
That's a good
and they
question.
look at them differently.
I don't really think I am. I'm gonna just say light skin issues.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you with that. I'm gonna have to agree with you with
look,
that.
because really, like, what you can say,
I'm
both
gonna have
did
to agree
something a
with you with
certain
that.
type of way, and that's where they went. And you got the same two cats in the category. It's a little bit lighter. The Ice Cube and Snoop.
I'm gonna have to agree with you with
I
that.
just don't know how you can. I mean, that's the only thing I can say is generically, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go in or nothing, but like, I don't, maybe the things that they did was more, not more branded, but like, you know what I mean, more people-friendly stuff. I can't, you can't say that though, because Ice Cube made movies, I forgot the movie, like, you know what I'm saying? They made a little bit of everything.
What I think, what I feel is when it comes down to, when you look at Will Smith and LL, they are automatically almost crossed over right away. Now, when you're looking at a Snoop and you're looking at an Ice Cube, I mean, like, even though when they officially crossed over, they still kept a touch to the street. They kind of still kept that sort of respect to where it's like, yo, even though I'm here, I still get respect. But, you know, I think with LL and like a Will Smith, they got so far untouched. Like, yo, you can't even touch them. Like, you know, the beauty of like what Snoop do is, to this day, Snoop is still in your face. Like, you know,
absolutely.
And a lot of people to this day don't know Will Smith was a rapper.
Right.
Like a lot of the younger generation,
I can understand that.
they're
Yeah,
like Will
I said,
Smith
you know what I'm
rapping.
saying? I definitely get it. Yeah, I mean, his longevity wasn't like summertime, but still.
Like, one of my nieces came to me one day.
Record, but I mean, like,
true.
I could definitely, I can understand it.
It definitely was you know, Summertime was actually a perfect example of being, you know, a dope record that actually could last for a long time. But I just think that, you know, no one. I mean, once rap made that transition to where, you know, you kind of had to be kind of like tough with it, that was the thing to where they had only respected the tough, you know what I'm saying, as far as it was concerned. So, I mean, like.
And I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story about Will Smith. I mean, I don't know him personally.
I'm about to say you should say that. Like.
But my niece, when they came out, and she's like, you know, I was watching this show the other day with Will Smith father on it. I'm like, Will Smith father? What show is this? She's like, I don't know, Fresh Prince? I'm like, oh God, no. That is not Will Smith's father. That is Will Smith. So a lot of...
And this was a conversation that, you know, I've been having kind of often, which I think, you know, was as people, as people who love the culture, that maybe we need to spearhead. And I think what we need to do is, we may need just basically another genre of rap. Because rap, for people who don't understand, is rhythm and poetry. So it was basically jokers who took poetry and put it over music. This is no longer poetry. You know, you're no longer using, you know, words in a clever manner. You know, you're just basically just kind of just flowing. So to me, it's no longer rap. It's just another form of music, just put over a beat that feels like rap. So maybe we just need a new genre. Or sub-genre, because I mean, like,
maybe
you know,
to them it is poetry. I mean, that makes
I mean,
sense
it's
to
certain
us.
cats-
I just listened to something Crush just played and listen. I was like, every other word was like, yeah. I'm like, that's the punchline. I mean, like, I was like, all right, you know what, I'm done
Well,
with this.
I mean, things change. I mean, when rap first came out, Don Cornelius said that he had to fall back because he didn't feel comfortable with hip hop.
Mhm.
So, I mean, to them, I mean, I can't say that because the person wrote it is not poetry. Maybe a certain person think that that's my best friend, that's my best friend,
That's
best
poetry?
friend.
You wanna say
Maybe
that?
he
You wanna
writing
say
something to his best friend. And, okay, I mean.
I think we just need, you know, because it's with that form of music, you know what I mean, I don't call it rap, but that form of music, it actually revolve around the flow. It's all about the flow and the bounce in it. You know, no one's even really paying attention to what's being said. You know, they're like, we'll catch that later. Is it flowing? How does it make me feel?
Dash, what do you think?
I agree.
You agree with who, me or D?
I agree with D. I definitely understand, because as being an artist and being a fan is the things that lack. Like I said, what I relate to in music, like those were the songs that was being created. You know what I mean? Offhand, I can't think of a certain record right now. I've got a little brain freeze, but like there was records where nobody was talking about anything. Like, not saying it's specific, but they would make a mentally challenged song, which I think is lacking now, is creativity. With certain artists that would make songs and they would rap. Like, I know Styles P made a song about, he was rapping about a gun, like if he was a gun, like, you know what I'm saying? If he, like, that's what music was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really going to get, you're not going to get so much of that now. Like,
Well, we had a conversation earlier.
you got a couple cats doing that.
About-
But it's not heavy. Like, be honest with you, point blank period. Back in the day, like if you were rapping, you had to be nice. Like you had to go hard. If you wasn't going hard, you'd be like, all right.
Like Nas barely
So-
made it. People don't even, when you look at the documentary, Nas barely made it. And Nas is nice, and I love Nas. But we were having a
He barely
discussion
made it.
earlier
He's
about
he's
the
doing-
pharmaceuticals and XYZ. Now, what we do know is that we're in a generation where people are on
Oh, the drug?
prescription drugs.
You said
All
Nas,
day.
Dr. Knox was perfect song.
Okay?
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
but they
It's a
on
creative song.
Adderall, they on
Yeah, that's what they
Xanax,
do.
they on a lot of different stuff. Do you think maybe the drugs that people
Of
are on
course.
is affecting the way the rap
Of
game is
course.
changing?
Of course, because back in the day, all you had was weed and liquor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's what you had. Like those other drugs, like if you look at the side effects and look what they do to you, they make you psychotic. You know what I'm saying? They slow you down. I mean, that's obvious. We already know. Like we're not gonna sit here and say that we don't know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's too popular now. Like you know what I mean? These grown people, exactly, that's what they doing. They're more addicted than any other drug, you know what I'm saying? And then like you say, you look at the pharmaceuticals, see like me, I play around with these numbers, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you look at the FDA and they're raising it, how much money they
Yeah,
accruing
that's
and stuff
money.
like that, they killing them. And you know what I mean? I was in that field on both sides of the fence. We're not gonna get into the left, we're only gonna go right. But you gotta understand, like, I seen it firsthand, man. I know people, and you know what's crazy about it? It's not just our society. It's happening, that's the generation,
It is,
period.
that's the
It's both
generation
sides,
as a
like,
whole.
those are dependents. Like, you can't go around them, like, you can't stop them. They're worse than, I mean, like you said, weed and liquor, then you had, you know what I mean, you had crack era, you know what I mean, you had the coke, you had the dope, you know what I'm saying? But those things are becoming mandatory because they're so used to it, you know what I mean? And once it becomes habit forming, then it becomes a problem. So at first it starts as a habit, and then you have what you call an addiction.
So we have this dope CD here. Y'all make sure y'all get me.
Shout out Up Top CD, you know.
I haven't seen a CD in
That's
a
what you
minute.
got.
I think you're the first person to bring a
That's
CD
my,
to
yo,
me.
Up Top CD, that's my bro right there.
I don't know. I know Up Top super running around, man. Shout out to you. Like I said, man.
Shut up, Big Cap.
You know.
This is the first
however
time
it go,
we ever
man.
had a
We
CD.
trying to bring it around that fence, man. You know what I mean? It's a
No doubt,
revolving
no
door.
doubt.
And I'm
so-
happy because I can actually put this in and jam on my way home tonight.
Yeah. You
So
got
this
it.
is the
You
first
got
time.
it.
So on your dope, okay, you got 14 tracks here. The Rush. Tell me, what's that about?
It's just interesting that you went to the Rush. The Rush is me and my man Doughboy from ICU. It's just my version of the it's Jadakiss and Styles. They had a song I believe it's called Shootout. So I just put it in my own words, you know what I mean? Just taking that creativity and then I took it and put it on my own avenue. It's called The Rush. Percolina or Dutch. The Rush. Feel from the talk in the clutch. The Rush. She holler when you beat in the butt. The bucks make a stack when you need in the cut. The Rush. Percolina or Dutch. The Rush. Feel from the talk in the clutch. The Rush. She holler when you beat in the butt. The bucks make a stack when you need in the cut. The Rush.
Woo, Jersey.
No
Am I-
doubt.
Am I good or what?
I mean, I'm with you, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
man.
go.
Run
No
it
Let's
doubt,
go,
no
let's
doubt, no
go.
doubt. Yeah, Up
That
Next
was my
Mix Show.
dream.
We'll
It
join
was
that.
all a dream.
You
Bravo
spray right
Big
up
Guy, it
magazine.
was all a dream.
Alright.
All right, so what we about to do?
So, I mean, like, yo, you know, this is that time of the show. You know, we got
Right.
to, basically, we say, okay, you know what? You just brought your project up here. We need to hear a couple joints off of it, and then, you know, we discuss them.
Yeah, I need some feedback, man. From the audience.
Of course, no doubt.
Whatever y'all said, don't do. I'm gonna make it my best effort to do it. You know what I mean? I give 150% into this in every line I drop.
Alright. So what version you want to go to?
Which ones we got over there? We got we're gonna go ahead and start with that. We're gonna go ahead and start with the single, man. I just did the video with Nimi Hendrix, you know what I mean? Shout to Nelson,
Okay.
Phillip, you know what I mean? Shout to Nimi, that whole Secret Society. It's produced by Exclusive, my man out of Jersey City, holding me down on the backside, you know what I mean, on the beat. You know what I mean? It's just it's called How I Feel, you know what I mean? It's pretty self-explanatory, you know what I mean? That's one of the lead singles. That's also going to be a lead for the album coming. You know, it's on the mixtape now to give y'all a little preview. Like I said, it's featuring Nell So Trill out of Plainfield himself, you know what I mean? That's my artist as well, man. We got a lot of cats. Shout out to K-Ron. Elo, what up, my guy? Regime World. You already know. But that's me and Nell So Trill on there, so hopefully we should be loaded up.
Call her. You take the call? Yeah, it's on.
Tester, order up the rester. You don't get the bester, knowing who we next to. Focus never stress ya, all up in my sector. Can't take the nectar, bless ya. Lay it out, swagger on the stretcher. Dead on, I bet ya. Pitch it, then I catch ya. No social dash, ain't too better with the lecture. We a different texture, hit. Flexer, suit and tie shit, no I had to double breaster. X had the Xer, stated I neglect her. Well pardon me mom, won't mention till a sweatshirt. Adam's family ugly and you looking like Fester. That's just how I feel, no love for the fake cause all I know is real. See me in the club, then you know I'm on the bill. Shorty in the cut, and you know she tryna chill. And that's just how I feel. Yeah.
I rocks with that.
I like that. I think
that. Actually, yeah, definitely that's a good ride around joint.
And it definitely had that 90s flow to it, so you know I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll try.
You know,
touch the avenue.
You get that a lot with Jersey artists too. They still, you know, even though, you know, we still have to kind of follow the culture as far as like production wise when it comes down like to like the 808s and you know the melodies and things. It's real southern, but Jersey still finds a way to still put lyrics within that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. You know, it's like, you know, we still want to rap about something.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, like I said, man, like I come from an era where you had to rap, man. If you ain't rap, they'll tell you, like, you know, up here we up front, man. Like I had people tell me, like, yo, son, you whack. Oh, alright, true. You know what I mean? But then you analyze it sometimes, you know, you take it with a grain of salt. Maybe they was just hating, or maybe I could take something from what they're saying and use it and advance myself. So, you know what I mean? You take everything with it, and I tell people all the time, like, if you didn't want somebody to tell you that, you gotta get the hell out of this business, because this ain't for you. You gotta be a little bit more tough skin, man. A lot of cats are sensitive, you know what I'm saying? So I just take it and try to work with it, man.
When did that become? I mean, like, I already know the answer to that.
you know how that go, man. Like,
I already
you know what I'm saying?
You
can't even say nothing to nobody no more. Like,
oh
my God, yo, man.
What you mean I'm whack?
Every man's entitled to their opinion, man.
I think that, you know, and I don't even know exactly how old you are, but I could just tell from, you know, from the way you talk. You're probably from back then, from like where we are. So we thought different.
What is this we stuff?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like you two, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you
What is
two.
we stuff?
But I mean, like we a more mature mindset, I can say, you know, because like you said, you know, growing up and just basically mentioning the people that you mentioned as far as your rapping influence, right away sets the tone of who you were influenced by when, as far as like growing up and listening to hip hop. It's a lot of people. It's like, you know, you get a couple young guys that say, yeah, you know, I rock with Biggie and all that, but it's like when you really start digging deep, they really kind of get lost. Like, oh, you got to do your history.
Like, that's juicy.
Oh yeah, I mean, because I feel like and when it comes to music, like it's different categories, and I listen to all music. I listen to country music. I listen to rap.
Right.
I listen to techno. Like I don't really think you can do something and not be in tune with what's going on. Not saying you gotta soak in it, you gotta be, you know what I mean, you gotta be a mathematician and a whiz at it, but you gotta touch a little bit more with music. Like, music is how you feel. Like, that's, if country music, oh, you listen to country, yo, that's how you feel at the time. Like, a lot of these people that I think that's doing music haven't had enough experiences to equal their music. You know what I'm saying? When your experiences is what they are, that's what you speak about. That's what comes about your chest, because that's what's in your brain. Well, like you said, when you touch different avenues and, you know, you travel out the country, you do a little bit more than a regular thing, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with the regular thing, because we all come from that. But like you said, like, you want to take yourself out of it to say that you did it, or you're going to be like, yo, my man ain't going, you know what I'm saying? We ain't beat, but, you know, we're going to go over here. Like, well, you went over here 19 times in the last 90 days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You went over there and spent $700. And I don't like to get into math, but bro, a trip is $400. Like, I show somebody in the hood that they like, oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you just spent that last night, bro. Like, and you went up the street. You ain't even go nowhere. I was going for 5 days. You know what type of life I was living? A Vegas life on the East Coast. You know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, like you said, man, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Noticing that in me. I just, I'm just a fan of the music, man. That's all I can say.
And that too, like, I mean, just to kind of touch back on what you said as far as, you know, listening to different genres. Because I think if you're going to do music, honestly do music, you need to have a couple different genres you rock with. You can't just say, I only do rap. Because that's so in the box. Like, yo, do you realize you don't even, because when you start listening to other forms of music, you understand what make other music hits.
Yeah.
And now you know how to come back and make a hit because you know what a hit's supposed to feel like.
It's like practice. Like if you play any sport, you gotta practice. You practice with old heads. Like if you play ball, you know what I'm saying? You play ball in the court. Like I used to get buckets. I used to get busy. You know what I mean? In my time, like I didn't just play in the hood. We went to all different places. We went to other states. I went to New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting on. So like, why you don't do the same thing in music? Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you'll do it with that, but you won't do it with that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, yo. Like you gotta put yourself in a situation to know what you can do. Like you're not gonna really know what you do if you don't put yourself in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, we just feel what they can't understand, man. I just feel like a lot of cats is not leaders. They brainwash and they listen to everybody else.
Well, I mean, like that in itself already explains, you know, who's gonna win and who's not.
Right.
Because if you can't think outside the box, you know, playing in this game, winning is not even an option. Like you can't, no way you can't, because you can't even understand what's gonna happen when you start getting close. Things is gonna start happening. It's gonna throw you off because you haven't even put yourself in a position to be prepared for.
You gotta be prepared. That's what I'm saying. And then they always tell you if you're gonna be successful, you gotta make it seem like you're successful, and already have that in mind, so that when the success comes, you just go ahead and run the
Smooth
current.
transition.
But, I mean, to each his own. Like I said, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, but I mean,
see that.
it's always good to, you know, to talk to artists that actually, you know, thinks on that level.
Right.
We talk to a lot of different artists.
We talk to a lot of different artists.
Man, I have a lot of
listen.
experience with these artists too, man. I'm very hands-on, man. I don't really like to say so much as looking on the internet, but you know, I rub shoulders with quite a few. You know what I mean? And we might not get to the point of making music, which is cool, because at the end of the day, man, I'm just me. You know what I mean? I'm a man first. Like, I want to get into a position to be around these people, but I just feel like when it's my time to be around them, they'll come to me. Like, it's supply and demand. Like, I'm always me. You know what I'm saying? When they see me, I'm going to be the same way every single time. But like you said, a lot of these artists, like, let me hit you with something real quick, like whatever you want to do after that is with you. I went to Harlem, like this was like between 98, 99, 02, 03, 145th and Broadway, all that, down Jewel's Block. Like I went up down there, there was a pool all over there, right? And Redman and them used to come around they used to come to Plainfield, they used to go up there and do whatever they was doing up there, but it was the Purple City Taliban. You remember when I was heavy, the Dips, you know, it was the Dips, G-Unit, the Locks. They was like it was one of them three was the movement, like, you know what I mean? So you was, I don't remember exactly if it's Uncas or Shice or whatever. Like I used to have like a semi kind of relationship with them cats. Like I used to be up there so much. I used to go up there and cop the CDs, you know what I'm saying? Cop the Jewel's joints, cop the Purple City tapes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was hands-on, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of cats, they can't say that they did that, you know what I mean? I was going up there getting Gore-Tex, bringing it back to Jersey, touching down, like, yo, what's them? Like, yo, chill, son, you over there. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't just hop on this train. And I was making moves for other reasons at the time as well, but I'm just saying that if I wouldn't have ever did it, I would have never experienced that. So when I heard their music, it's a little different for me, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I grew up listening to Cam, Children of the Corn, Mace, like, bro, McGruff, like, bro, like, that's, I was just in touch, man, and I just wanted to see what it was. It wasn't none of this, man. It wasn't no smoke and mirrors, man. You had to go do it yourself, like, and you couldn't go around these places, like, not knowing what's going on, you know what I mean? Because how everything go viral wasn't no viral, so can't nobody hear your voice, if you know what I'm saying? Like, these is places you need to come correct, or you might get corrected, but at the end of the day, this is just what I was doing, man. I was just, you know what I mean? So.
All right, so dope. So listen, we want to make sure we get into another joint for yours.
Absolutely.
Anything?
DJ, you could just drop whatever you got, man. I gave you the Instagram joint. I gave you the Smoke and Mirrors joint. It's called Instagram. You got Honey Dip, and then you got the hip hop joint. The Rush. Let's go into the Rush though. We gonna go into the rush, all right?
That's my joint. I
You know
want
what
to
I
hear
mean?
it.
We
Ready?
gonna get into the play the backyard bitter shit. Pure decoy. Tell him when to deploy. Something that'll knock his knees out like B-Roy. Corporate thug and D-boy. Certified trapper, nigga. This is more than music. More than a rapper, nigga. Something like an icon. Did it dog right on. Blessed I can switch it up. The hood ain't no lifelong. Dead or in jail. The presence is frail. Half of my niggas get a check through the mail. It's tough to be a positive father, positive figure. A's got more positive niggas. Is it effervescent? Time is of the essence. I see you music group. Put them through a hula hoop. Don't know who to call or did what when them shooters shoot. Die just from fucking. Die just from frontin'. Rule number one, you could die just from nothing. Talk type city slick. Change when he titty tip. Bout my Fetty Wap when I take it to the nitty grit. Dope with the dashes. Who you getting busy with the rush? Percolina or Dutch. Thrust. Feel from the talk in the clutch. She holler when you beat in the butt. The Bucks make. So that's my man Dope Boy verse, man. I wasn't all the way on, but I was on enough. What's good, my guy? I ain't gonna let you go out like that. You know I'm listening too, man. I'm a fan, man. You know what I mean? He went in on that gym, man. Shout out to ICU, man. Trap Star. What up, Joe? Hey, say that. Say it. ACC that. Ain't no injury.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So y'all
Definitely feeling that.
definitely feeling that, y'all. But
I mean, it's just inspiration, man. Those things inspire me. They bring a little something back, a little something different back for me, man.
well, I think not to I see all the the different types of genres as far as like hip hop is concerned. So I think it's good, that we have different areas of hip hop because everyone's not into everything. But at least if you got another brother who's actually still able to feed himself and his family doing it, you know what? Hats off to you because it's not easy out here.
Yeah, we try to cover all corners in the trap, man. However you getting it, man, it's all the hustle. So like I said, I try to make something for everybody. I don't just try to have something for one person because that's the only genre or audience you're gonna have. Like as you in this game to expand, and you know what I mean. But like I said, it comes with experience too. So to each his own.
Definitely. So I guess because we do have a lot of our listeners are actual artists. So is there any sort of maybe advice you want to give to them before we close out?
If I haven't said it, I mean, just expand your brand, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just expand your brand and be comfortable with yourself. Like, if it's something that you think you might could do and this person ain't doing it, I hate to say it like this, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Go do it. You know what I mean? Like, you a man or not. Like, you know what I mean? You gonna wait for this man, you know what I mean? He might be dead. You know what I'm saying? And you might miss an opportunity that you could have. So if you feel like it's something you want to do, man, check it like Nike and just do it. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be on TV. Check it like Nike and just do it.
He's on show, right? He got
For real.
He got like a million of them. Like that's the rapper.
You need to be the king of logos.
Yeah, right.
I got a logo too, man.
I mean, be careful.
ACC,
Next thing I
man.
know, I'm gonna see like some new Jordans. Like, check it like Nike. Just do it.
Nah, man, it's just, it's just me, man. It's just
Yeah, we
natural.
ain't gonna do it. Ain't no I in Jersey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
People be like, wait a minute, pay me. Like Kevin Hart, pay me.
Yeah, man. Look, they can log on, man. They see the promotion, they see the hosting, man. We out here working, man. I work with
So
a lot
can I
of
ask you
promoters,
something?
too, as well. I don't
OZ
just rap,
time.
I'm a brand. Huh?
How did you come up with the title of your CD?
Oh, Time is of the Essence. It's actually a sequel to the first one. I wish I had some more copies, man. I bought y'all the first one. I didn't let y'all get into them and see the growth from that to this. Still is the same implemented statement. I mean, like I said, man, I'm grounded. Ain't nothing gonna change. It's Time is of the Essence, you know what I'm saying? And this one right here is called Time is of the Essence 2, Last Flight to Vegas. That Last Flight to Vegas is a big statement because basically I'm not bowing out, I'm expanding, I'm not doing any more mixtape. There's only albums from here on out, man. Like, we just gonna cut the check. You know what I mean? We're not even gonna play around because right now, that's kind of how it works on all facets. So, like I tell artists, man, you want to be a brand, man, you just want to be a rapper, you just a rapper. Like, I'm trying to be iconic, you know what I'm saying? So, can't be iconic by doing one thing, but I've done quite a few, you know what I'm saying? I've done a few CDs, you know what I mean? I've grounded myself for a little while now, so it's just time to take that next. You know what I mean? Just take that next step. Like, you know what I mean? I've had singles, I've had other things with other artists, but it's gonna be the last mixtape, you know what I mean? And then we just gonna go to the album. Still doing features though, man. Anybody that know I rock with him, man, I'll come jump on your joint, man. We ain't gonna stop that. You know what I mean?
Part of the hustle, bro.
I mean, it's just what I'm feeling woozy. About to make a movie. Stash box in the whip, try to fit a Uzi. Oh, Dash, get a